Hey team, I wanted to follow up yesterday's sales meeting with some key takeaways for you. I know I shared a lot of data, but I wanted to distill it down just to a few key points in each market. If you take one number away from this video, take this one. Across our 4 major markets in Northern Colorado, sellers gave back $9.3 million in price reductions last month. And only about 1 in 4 of those reductions actually produced a contract within the same month. That's the headline. Pricing right matters more than ever right now. Let's move to Fort Collins. In Fort Collins, 135 listings reduced their price in April. Just 33 went under contract, so 70% of price reduced listings are still sitting on the market. The average reduction, $22,000. So sellers gave up $22,000 and only had a 1 in 4 shot at a buyer. So pricing right at listing is worth $22,000 plus to every single seller that you work with. The stress band in Fort Collins to watch is $700,000 to $900,000. 26 listings reduced in that price range, and only 12% went under contract. The worst conversion of any meaningful price band in Fort Collins. So if you have a listing there in that price range, please watch your competition closely. Now let's talk about Loveland. Loveland is the most active repricing market in all of Northern Colorado. 131 listings reduced their price, running essentially 1-to-1 with new listing supply during the month. For every 10 houses that came on the market in April, 9 ended up dropping their price. The top end of Loveland is interesting as well, and it's broadcasting the make me an offer signal. 12 listings above $1 million reduced their price in April, and some of those were to the tune of more than 6 figures. Pay attention to supply and the limited demand in that price bracket above $1 million, and just be cautious about your competition. Now let's talk about Windsor. Here's the most striking stat in the entire deck. In Windsor, more sellers cut price than actually closed in April. 95 reductions versus 70 closed sales. And at the top of Windsor, it's a wall. 5 sellers above $1.5 million cut between $100,000 and $179,000 off their price in April. None of them were able to find a buyer. 0 sales above $1.5 million all month. So if you're listing in that range in Windsor, price aggressively from day one. Chasing the market does not work. Greeley is the counterweight. It flips the script for our entire region. 92 listings reduced their price, but the average cut was just $11,000, half the size of every other single market. Greeley sellers don't need to slash because demand is robust. 99.6% of asking on their close. It's the strongest in Northern Colorado in terms of list price to sales price. The lesson, where demand exists, small adjustments work. Where demand is thin, big cuts don't. The bottom line is $9.3 million in price reductions across the region, 1 in 4 conversion rate. Pricing right at listing is the single most valuable thing that we can do for our sellers. It's worth $22,000 plus and weeks of their time. Run that pricing conversation early with them, articulate the data, run it honestly, and that truly is what separates us. I hope you guys have a great day and hope you find more information in the slides useful. Take care.